Hey guys, back with another video and you're not alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. Doing a video a little late today, but on it nonetheless. So, semen retention, you're gonna experience a personality shift when you're on it. I'm very analytical, I'm always journaling. I'm able to see how I was in the beginning of when I first started semen retention to how I am now. The beginning of semen retention, me just getting out of breakup, just kind of going through life. People always put me below them. I was always being stepped over, and I just never really got the respect that a man should really get. Not to say that like I didn't have friends. I wasn't the most popular, but it wasn't like I didn't know how to hold my own, if that makes sense. But it's like when you're on this practice, you see what you've kind of been missing. You see what you can become, and that's why like I feel like you can never go back. So that's why when I hopped on semen retention, it was just so much of like a shift, and it was happening so fast. I didn't really know how to really take how people were treating me for the most part. To me, like I'm still that guy that just started semen retention. So when I got people respecting me, hanging on to all my words, listening to my advice, it is pretty like surreal, and it is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But in the beginning, like I was very like, how would you say it? Not as decisive, very like unconfident in my abilities. I was an overthinker. I had anxiety. I also had social anxiety, which a lot of people don't really believe, but I think the social anxiety that I had was you wouldn't be able to tell, but when I was in social situation, I was overthinking how I was speaking, how people were perceiving me, and all those different things, which made me want to stay in the house and just play video games, to be honest. So semen retention kicks in, you start getting the confidence, you start getting that piercing eye contact, you just start believing in yourself, you get that masculine edge about yourself, and you become extremely magnetic where you don't have to go out to seek people, people are just coming to you. And one thing I've noticed as well is like, I used to be very like goofy, comedic, and it's like I still have that, but it's like a 2.0, it's like a 2.0 upgraded masculine version to it. It's like I'm still goofy on the inside, but I know when to do it where it fits like the nature of the conversation. When before, like I would be the annoying one, like people would start trying to be serious and I was just throwing a joke any which way, you get me? So yeah, it's made me more serious, but I know when to turn it on, when be, so I can like blend in and integrate myself into social interactions pretty well. But with me being more serious, it makes me come off a lot more intimidating. And I'm not gonna lie, the tattoos, it does not help, but and that's what girls like, and that's why like they get attracted to us on this practice as well. Girls don't really like guys being clowns and like all those different things. And you might hear some girls say they want that, know how to read between the lines. They want it when it's a controlled version, you get me? Like girls, like they don't really know what they want. Like they say these things, but this is like, when they actually get it, they get turned off and all these different things. So recognize that you can be funny, you can be these different things, but you still gotta know when to get serious, because if that's all you're doing, they're not going to take you serious. But this new version of me, it's like I'm constantly like in a mode of like, I can solve this. I'm not undecisive. I'm not like unconfident. You throw me into a situation, even if I don't know like what's going on, in my mind, it's like I can figure it out. Just give me some time. And that's what masculinity is at the end of the day. And that's why girls are attracted to men that have that, because they want to be able to turn off their brains and be able to step into your frame. They don't want to get with a guy that is like constantly gooning, because when you're doing that, you're manifesting like these characteristics that girls don't find attractive. You're manifesting characteristics of being unsure about yourself, of second guessing yourself, being unconfident. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really deal with those things these days. It's got to the point where I have to like constantly tell myself to tone it down, because you could come across as kind of arrogant, I'm not gonna lie. And it's like new levels, new devils to it. And I don't ever wanna come across as that. I try to do my best 24/7 to make sure like I'm in a humble state. So that's why I journal, try to be self-aware. But I'm not gonna lie, these are good problems to have. It's like, I like this type of personality where people don't really try to run over me. And if they do, that's because they're trying to test my frame. And if I push back, they're gonna fall back immediately. It's like when you're on this practice, life is not a video game, life is a movie, and you just have that personality of the main character, if that makes sense. It's something you have to be on to actually see, but having this personality shift it brings good and bad. Like I always talk about the pros and the cons. Law of duality is going to come with both. This personality is going to have a lot more people follow your leadership, a lot more people want to get into your energy, but it's also going to have people looking at you like, who does this person think he is? And you could try to even tone it down, try to dim your light, all these different things. But you know how they always say, like, always pay attention to people because they always tell on themselves at the end of the day. People use that phrase to be able to find the bad within people. When you try to dim your light, you could try to pretend, but it's gonna come out in like little subtle ways that's still gonna rub that person the wrong way. So even just be self-aware at all times. Know who is around you. Know who's trying to get in your energy and move accordingly. Like when I see that I'm around probably an insecure guy, or probably someone that's a little bit more like, I could sense that he might be a little bit more jealous. I might try to be a little bit more open to this guy. You get me? Let him know I'm not a threat. And if that person still wants a trip, then I will have another like tactic for myself. Everyone's personality is different. It's kind of up to you guys to kind of figure out how you want to maneuver. But the longer you stay on this practice, the more stoic you're going to become. The more calm and the more assertive. You're just going to have this silent killer vibe to you. And that stoic personality, I'm not going to lie, it's amazing. Like, I be going through things, and through it all, like everyone says, like he doesn't react. I like how like cool-headed he is. And I recognize that if I wasn't on his practice, I would be able to visibly show when I'm kind of going through stress or any of those type of things. So the personality shift that I went through has been very amazing. You guys will see it within yourself. It's just you stepping into like the better version of yourself. You get me? Sometimes I do miss the old me, but that old version of me wasn't really getting to his goals or really like getting to this level that I'm at right now. So I'm grateful for it. It's matured me a lot. It's matured me to the point where people used to tell me I was immature. Now people call me a very old soul. I used to tell people it's because of the trauma I went through as well, but it's also because of semen retention. Just me being on this practice, it just ages me mentally, like in a good way, in a very good way. I still have that young, exuberant spirit, but at the same time, I know how to turn on like that serious vibe about me. And I just kind of noticed this the other day too, like, cause I have a Discord, which eventually I will be able to think how to incorporate you guys with semen retention to come into my spirituality Discord. But in there, like you're dealing with people that like can get out of control sometimes. So I can turn on that like goofy kid spirit. We can like chill and have a good time. But then you got to realize when you're dealing with younger people or dealing with girls, sometimes they want to test your boundary. I'm able to see it from a distance, and when they test it, I'm able to turn it on, and then people fall in line. I'm not gonna lie. And that just comes with you being in control of your energy as well on this practice. And like I said, it's an amazing thing because people will only treat you how you allow them to in this world. And when you have your masculine presence to you, when you know how to control your frame, which semen retention allows you to do that automatically, then the world treats you a whole lot better. I'm telling you, like, it's a night and day difference before how I got treated beforehand to now. It's like I would still have people trying me, but not as much as when I was off semen retention. Because they would try me back then because they knew they could get away with it. Now that people try me these days, they want to see if they can get away with it. And at that point, you just gotta set a boundary. Recognize the person that barks the loudest in the room is actually the most scared. And when you're on semen retention, you just gotta like, they bark, you bark a small little amount back, and they're kind of cowering down. So longer you stay on it, just recognize that you are changing, and you're probably not noticing it because you are with yourself every single day. But trust me, it's the personality you're becoming is a personality that's going to attract more women to you, that's going to attract more job opportunities to you, and just attract more money to you at the end of the day. How I carry myself online now gives me a lot more one-on-one calls. A lot more people want to kind of get in my energy, see what I got going on, and help me out as well. You get a lot of allies on this practice too, but I will cut the video there. If you guys found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe. And I also do one-on-one, so if you guys want to tap into that, I'd be super appreciative. But yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.